The Jewish people have survived slavery, genocide, war, and now the diaspora, so it's no shock that many Jewish families have been separated along the way. Until today, there are many who are still searching for long-lost family members, but not all of them are necessarily Jewish. That's where the Israeli company MyHeritage comes in. Joining us now to talk about their unique service is MyHeritage Vice President Aaron Godfrey. Aaron, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Natasha.
Now, I already told you this, but I'm so excited that you're here because this is something that I've always been interested in learning about. Tell us, how did you guys come up with the idea to create this company?
So MyHeritage was started in 2003 by our founder and CEO, Gilad Jaffet. He saw that people were using pieces of paper, spreadsheets to kind of keep their family history. And he wanted to create a place where people could work together collaboratively to build a family tree in many languages so that anyone across the world could work on a family history together and find each other.
Absolutely. I mean, I know I used to do that myself with my grandparents. I'd sit down and I'd ask them, where was grandpa born and great-grandpa? So this is kind of making that process so much easier, but it also allows you to connect to family members you didn't even know existed, right?
Exactly.
How does it work?
So we very simply can go to myheritage.com, put in some basic information about your family, your grandparents, and we'll send you matches to other family trees and historical records and newspaper articles all about your family. And just recently in November, we launched a new service called MyHeritage DNA, which is an at-home, affordable DNA testing kit, which can teach you so much about your ethnicity. You can find out where are you from in the world, do you have Jewish roots, you can find out whether you have other cousins out there who have taken DNA tests, and we'll match you to those people. So you can explore so much more about yourselves and your past.
And I mean, I can only imagine this type of DNA test would bring so many different people together too, because you don't even know, the truth to your own background. You have this idea of who you are, but there's so much that you can discover by taking a test like this. Now, I understand that you guys have made lots of connections between family members. Tell us about that.
So we have 88 million users around the world using MyHeritage in 42 languages. And one of the things that our service has been so good at is technologies that bring people together seamlessly and easily. And what that means is we've been able to reunite families. Sometimes they never knew the other family existed. We have some incredibly emotional stories. We have Mike in the US, who just before Christmas found siblings. Helen in England, same story. Just before Christmas, she found some siblings. And through MyHeritage DNA, we've actually reunited a woman with her biological father, a man with his siblings as well. So there's just an incredible amount of stories that happen on a daily basis.
Yeah, I can only imagine how emotional it is to be involved in this, because a lot of the people that are probably taking this might have been adopted. I mean,
Exactly.
you never know. It could be somebody who just kind of wants to look into their past, or somebody who just has never had any access to their past whatsoever.
Absolutely.
Wow, it's exciting. All right, so how can we use this service?
So to DNA test, you can visit myheritagedna.com. And there you can order a kit. You'll get the kit at home, take the test very simply. It's a cheek swab. There's no saliva, there's no blood. You send it to our lab, and within 4 to 6 weeks, you'll get an ethnicity report. You'll get matches to other people on MyHeritage. And it's very, very straightforward, very easy to do.
Wow. I know I'm going to try this out myself. I guess my final question for you is, you spoke a little bit about some of the exciting stories that have come out of this. What is your personal favorite story that you have heard, having worked at this company?
It's really, I get asked that question quite a lot, and it's very hard to put my finger on one specific story because I hear so many amazing stories of families coming together. We had a very emotional reunion a year or so ago on an island just by Corfu. It's a small island called Erikusa, and this island has an amazing story. During World War II, the entire island collectively hid a Jewish family and kept it a secret. And every time the Nazis would come on the island, they would hide the family, and they lived out the war this way. And years later, the granddaughter of one of the islanders, her name's Yvette, contacted us because she wanted to find who was this family that my grandmother saved. And we were able, through genealogy work and family history and records, to locate the family, reunite them together, bring them together to the island. And there was a special ceremony. And it was very emotional to see this families reunited in such a special circumstance.
Wow, that's amazing. I'm sure you have even more stories to tell, but unfortunately our time is up. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having us.
I'm going to have to take this DNA test myself.
Absolutely.